What's going on with YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real Talk Boxing. What a privilege, an honor, and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. We back on Chris Breezy. Shakur Stevenson. I have been receiving a handful of messages on Instagram about this kid and about what he accomplished last night. Real talk, what do you think? Real talk, everybody's saying that this dude has a similar style as Mayweather. Is he going to be as big as Mayweather? Is he the next pound for pound king? This, that, and the third. I made a video early this morning on my way to church. But when I got home, I forgot to upload it. And it's probably a blessing in disguise, because, you know, I've learned more things. I got home and I was just dog tired. As some of y'all may know, I was up last night late doing a late night or early morning workouts. I was up at like till 3 o'clock last night. Well, this morning. And I had to get up at 8 to go to church. And by the time I got home, man, I had to take a nap. And I do not take naps, you know. So I woke up and I got on YouTube. And I see that Shakur Stevenson goes into Jamel Herring's dressing room, returns him his belt, embraces him, and says, "I am sorry. I apologize. All of this was publicity. It was for the media. It was to hype the fight up. You know we're friends. You know there's no beef." He looked at his wife, who looked really pissed off, who looked majorly pissed off at Shakur. And he says, "Listen, I understand you mad, but I apologize. I'm sorry." Class act. Class act. Y'all know I respect stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I respect. And not only do I respect Shakur, I respect Herring, man. Herring is a class act himself. He's always been humble. He's always been a respectable man. Never talking any trash. Plays around a lot. And I think the reason why his wife was so mad is because she knows that Shakur and him are cool. And she probably didn't understand certain things that he said or why he said it. We're not friends. He's kind of a corny dude. He's lame. He ain't got no swag, which, you know, that's not really, I've heard way worse. Way worse. But she probably knows how close they really are. And she didn't like that. She was upset, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know, Herring is a good dude. Shakur is a good dude. Herring, not only did Shakur step up to fight Herring, Herring stepped up to fight Shakur. You know, a lot of people are giving Herring credit because of that, like myself. And a lot of people are really on Valdez. They say Valdez vacated the belt for a reason. They say he ducking Shakur. But we'll get on that. That's for another video. And that's a great fight. It's a really great fight right there. And also, I was asked, is Shakur Stevenson more proven than Devin Haney and Tank Davis? Now, I want to tell y'all something, man. Last night fight was going on. I always chop it up. I'm always sending voice messages on Instagram back and forth with my man, Heaven Williams. And Heaven was like, "Yo, old school, OG, this guy's the truth. This dude's better than Devin Haney." I said, "Hold on, man. What you mean better than Devin? Him and Devin, they neck and neck. They neck and neck." She's like, "Nah, OG. This kid is the truth. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Nah." And then the first round is over. And Heaven, he messages me. He's crunk. He is just crunk. You see what I'm talking about, OG? This kid right here dominated the first round. I'm like, slow your roll. It's only the first round. Chill. I'm telling you, he's better than Devin Haney. And I'm like, no, he's not. They're neck and neck. They're just as good. They're just as good. And so I really go back and start doing my research. You know, I was looking at Shakur Stevenson, you know, after I got done working out early this morning. And I was putting the two together. And I have to be honest with y'all, man. I seriously slept on Shakur Stevenson. I really did. Now, I have my opinion about, the question whether or not he has a similar style than Mayweather. Will he be as great as Mayweather? But first of all, I want to say this. Shakur Stevenson, to me now, without a doubt, is levels more proven than Haney or Tank Davis. 24 years old, 2-division world champion. Now, does he have a similar style as Mayweather? No. I don't think they have similar styles at all, to be honest with you. Maybe he shows shades of Pretty Boy Mayweather, but not Money Mayweather. Because see, as good as Shakur is, his defense is not up to par with Mayweather's throughout Mayweather's whole career. And that's not down talking Shakur. That's any boxer, any fighter. I don't think that there will ever be a better defensive fighter than Floyd Mayweather. He's one of the best defensive fighters that ever lived. I said one of the best defensive fighters, not all around. And that doesn't go to say that Shakur doesn't have good defense, but I don't think he has a similar style as Floyd Mayweather. And do I think he can be as good or as great as Floyd Mayweather? First of all, he is his own person. He has his own style. And to answer that question, yeah, I think he has the potential to. I really do. I think this kid has the promise. He's shown, in his last performance, he's shown in everything that he has accomplished so far, being a young 24-year-old man. Yeah, he could be just as great. He could be pound for pound. He definitely could. And I slept on him. I did. I do that sometimes, but I'm willing to admit it. Some people make mistakes or get it wrong, and they won't admit it, but I will. So Heaven, kudos to you, brother, because you were trying to tell me the same thing when we was talking about Usyk. I wasn't trying to hear you then, and I wasn't trying to hear you last night. But from now on, this point, going forward, I'm going to listen to you, young man. I'm going to listen to you because you got an eye. You got a certain eye, man, that I can respect. Shakur Stevenson is a well-rounded fighter. He does a lot of things right. A lot of things right in the ring. We all have holes in our games, in our game, There's certain things that we can improve on. Any fighter can improve. But as of right now, man, dude is hot. He can fight. He's skillful. His visual in the ring is like no other. His eye is always on his opponent. He's always thinking. He has aggression, but it is controlled aggression. When he was fighting Herring last night, he had a look on his face like, bro, you don't even belong in here with me. We talking about a WBO champion, and this young kid has had a look on his face like, you do not belong. You do not belong. And his confidence was through the roof. And there was no way he was going to lose last night. Herring said, it didn't matter what I tried to do, I couldn't capitalize. He's the better fighter. And I love Herring because of that, because he could have been salty. He could have been making excuses like a lot of other fighters do, but he didn't. Big props to Herring, man. Big props. He just ran up against a young, strong kid. His age showed last night. And Shakur just reigned supreme. Now, what's next for Shakur? The respectable young man. Showed humility after the fight against Herring. What's next for this kid? A lot of people are screaming Valdez. A lot of people are saying move up 135. Fight one of the lightweight champions. Or one of the elite in the lightweight. How would he fare? I can tell you this. He's starting to fill out. He's getting that man body about him. And that manpower is right there too. He's becoming a grown man. Even though he still looks like a kid. A young Chris Brown in the face. He looks like 14 years old. But he's a young man. And he wrecked shop last night. And as much as I slept on that kid, it might be the real deal. He could be pound for pound. But let's see how he fares against more elite opponents. I have a good feeling that he's always going to show up and show out. So, to Shakur Stevens, respect to you, man. for going in the dressing room of Herring and apologizing not only to him, but to his wife, and letting everybody know that, listen, it was just to sell the fight. I'm cool with this dude. Basically, I take back everything I said, and I'm going to show this man respect, and I'm going to even give him his belt back. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know about what you think about Mr. Shakur. As always, respect all, fair none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up and I'm out of here. Click, click, boom.